Some Gauteng residents say they hope that the scenes which played out during the July 2021 unrest will never be repeated. It's been 2 years since community members went on a rampage, looting stores and destroying infrastructure. Reporter Katleho Sekhotho is now in Alexandra township speaking to residents about that unrest. Katleho, thanks for making time. What are some of the sentiments being shared with you?
A very good day, Clement. Indeed, we're in Alex right now and tracking the sentiments or the atmosphere in these communities as we mark 2 years since the 2021 July unrest. As we know, some of the tragic scenes we saw play out in this month 2 years ago. 350 people and more losing their lives, hundreds and thousands of people losing jobs. And since then, it's been a question about has recovery taken place? And generally, the sentiment is that big businesses have been able to recover, but it's the small businesses which have been unable to really open their doors again or to really kickstart again. But I have with me a community leader here in Alex, Sandile Mavundla, just to chat to me about his sentiments since the July unrest. Sandile, thank you so much for making time. It's been 2 years and you were there when this was happening. Do you think that the community of Alex has recovered?
Not 100%, we can say 50%. As you saw in the street, as you said or alluded again, that some small businesses never able to come back because most of those businesses were not insured, and then most of those businesses were run by pure South African or African at large. But it's hardly because that incident got us off guard. We never thought really it's gonna happen in our township, and it took place, and then even our women and men in blue were also overpowered by those scavengers or by those looters, because it was hardly to block them everywhere. Because remember, when you at Pan Africa, you look at the rezoning of it, the business is too spread across, so it was hardly. And then we still feel for those women and men that lost their jobs, because even some big businesses, your e.g. example, Pick and Pay, never come back. And then you ask yourself, what happened to those women and men that were working in those till, those were packing the shelves, those were loading? So there's a lot that it came with a very negative impact within our community on the ground, actually our community at large, in terms of the revenue collection, because mostly the businesses, they are the one who contribute a lot within the revenue collection of our township.
Yeah. Sandile, do you have a fear that what happened then could happen again?
Yes, as we are living on the time-ticking bomb of the high level of unemployment, and then luckily, it's not luckily, but fortunately, we have those volunteers that usually they've been interviewed. We work with them, and then we try to integrate them within our community policing forum structures, those street patrollers, so that we can able to safeguard. But it doesn't say those patrollers can able to stop what's happened, because such thing, it has cost us a lot. And then yes, really it can happen if we have intelligence that is sleeping on duty, that is not doing a thoroughly work on the ground, or automatic. You can't say it's not going to happen again. But we appeal to our people that whenever you apprise, don't use your constitutional right, petition the certain department, don't destroy the infrastructure, don't loot businesses, because at the end of the day, I can share you the sad story. The following day after looting, there was no bread, the entire Alex. People were going to the suburbs and the bread was expensive. We are now carrying the cost of high living in terms of food prices because of that incident that took place on that particular year.
Sandile, thank you so much for your time.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Clement, you heard it there from Sandile Mavundla, community leader, also part of the Alex Community Policing Forum, outlining that no, it hasn't been a 100% recovery, and it remains difficult for many people to continue living since then. People having to travel further distances, for example, to buy basic services. So yes, it is a mix between some places have recovered, but in some places there's been a long-lasting negative impact.
Katleho Sekhotho, live to us from Alex. Thank you.